Coming up on Fulton Today, a new era of leadership is underway in Fulton County. We'll have details on the new interim police chief. Also, time is running out to take advantage of a program that helps drivers clear their records from citations obtained in a Fulton County jurisdiction. And the county manager takes advantage of the financial benefits of paying that tax bill before the new year begins. That and more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis Rucker. After 32 years on the Fulton County Police Force, Police Chief Gary Stiles says farewell.
As Chief Gary Stiles Appreciation Day in Fulton County, Georgia.
The longtime public servant was thanked by Fulton commissioners and by friends.
Chief Stiles continued an outstanding tradition in this department of understanding that the public safety is a two-way street, that law enforcement respects the community and the community respects law enforcement.
Gary has just been a steadfast leader, team player, someone that we could depend on to lead one of the most important functions that we have in public safety, as well as doing things like chairing the Defined Benefit Pension Board with great skill.
Now, former Deputy Chief Darryl Halbert assumes the role as interim police chief. Sir, welcome to Fulton Today.
Thanks for having me.
So first things first, you are coming on board during a time of much transition. What's on tap first?
Well, first I want to start off by saying, how honored and humbled I am for this opportunity, and I want to thank the leadership of Fulton County for allowing me this opportunity. In terms of what's next, the police department, we're going to continue to do what we do, provide the services that the citizens of Fulton County pay for. 911 service is always a priority for any police agency. And yes, we are in a period of transition, and I've been working along with other members of the police department to assist the new city in terms of transitioning police services from the county to the city. It's been exciting. It's been a lot of work. It's something that I guess most officers never have an opportunity to do, to actually be on the ground floor of actually starting a police agency. So it's also been informative. I mean, we've learned a lot in this process.
And you've been in the department for decades, since 1993, and you've assumed a number of roles during that time. How do you think that will help you in this interim role?
Well, fortunately, I've had an opportunity to work in different capacities since I've been here at the Fulton County PD. This has been the only law enforcement agency I have worked for, of course, starting off in the patrol division. From patrol, I've also been a patrol commander, internal affairs commander, accreditation manager, and with accreditation, what that has allowed me to do is to see the agency broadly because of the different processes and procedures that we have to go through in terms of being nationally accredited. We have to meet certain standards, and by doing so, it has afforded me the opportunity to see a lot of the agency, from patrol to criminal investigations to the administrative side. But yeah, coming up through the ranks has also afforded me the opportunity to really understand the culture of this organization. So I think that will help me a lot going forward.
And you and Chief Stiles have worked together for a long time. Any bits of advice from him?
Yes, even prior, to his announcement that he will be retiring, we would occasionally have just conversations about being a police chief. I would ask questions and he would provide information. But not only from him, Chief Stiles is my fourth chief that I've served with. And also I had the opportunity to speak to the previous chiefs about certain things and how they got to the level that they got to. But it's not always a matter of my actually asking direct questions. I would also watch how they interacted, pay attention to some of the decisions that they made. So I've learned a lot from all four chiefs. The difference with Chief Styles is that my being the deputy chief allowed me more access since I was the number 2 person in the agency, and we interacted more so than I did with the previous chiefs.
And Interim Chief, let me get your final thoughts.
Well, I just want the people to understand that although Chief Styles is leaving and a new agency, interim agency head is coming on board, we will continue to provide, the same level of professional services that they have grown accustomed to. So it is definitely my intent to do so, and I want them to remain confident that we will continue moving forward in a very positive and progressive manner.
New Interim Police Chief Darryl Halbert, always great to see you. Thanks again for your time and congratulations.
Again, thanks for having me.
Time is running out to take advantage of the county's Traffic Amnesty program. The Traffic Amnesty program allows motorists with selected low-risk traffic charges to clear their records from citations obtained in a Fulton County jurisdiction. It was established in September by state court in partnership with the Solicitor General's office.
I believe we've initiated approximately 2,000 to 3,000 amnesty eligible citations. Those are available for resolution, and a good percentage of those have been addressed through the program.
During amnesty, you can check the status of open cases, pay a reduced fine to close your case, and receive a DDS release to reinstate your driver's license.
I would just encourage citizens to at least check it out, see if they do have something that's eligible, if you know you have something pending in the county, and take full advantage of the opportunity. You are avoiding much more serious consequences down the line should the citation not be resolved at this stage.
Anyone interested in taking advantage of the program can go to the Fulton County State Court Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Amnesty Program office is located at 160 Pryor Street, Suite J135 in downtown Atlanta. That deadline, everybody, is December 31st. Last week, we shared with you the wonderful adoptions of about a dozen Fulton County children during National Adoption Day. Well, the court-appointed special advocates are looking for volunteers as they too were a part of that great program. The director joins me now to talk about how you might be able to help. Robin Ingram, it is good to have you on the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell everybody exactly what CASA is.
CASA is a volunteer organization. We train and supervise community volunteers to advocate for children in foster care. These are children who have been abused and neglected and are in the court system due to no fault of their own. Our volunteers are trained and appointed by juvenile judges to advocate for children in foster care. We've been in the community serving foster children for 22 years. We were started by the then Chief Judge, Glenda Hatchett. She started this organization because there was a need for more information to provide permanent homes for children in our community that have been in foster care.
And you said you need volunteers, but they're appointed by the court. What would you say would make a good volunteer?
A good volunteer is someone who has a passion for serving children in our community. And our children who have been, who come into the system due to no fault of their own, they go through training and they're sworn in by a juvenile judge at the end of the training, and then they're assigned a child who they advocate for while that child is in foster care.
And if this piques the interest of someone and they want to get more information, how do they do that?
We need volunteers. Either go on our website at www.fultoncountykasa.org or give us a call at 404-613-4720.
Robin, it is great work by you and your team. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll be back in touch.
And thank you so much.
Fulton's top executive is leading by example when it comes to paying that tax bill early. FGTV cameras were rolling when County Manager Dick Anderson made his way to the tax commissioner's office to pay his bill.
In Fulton County, as we all know, generally our taxes are due before the end of the year. Because of the way that we intervened on the property tax process, the due date goes past the end of the year, but we really do need all of us, including employees as well as citizens, of which I happen to be both, to pay their property tax bills as soon as practical.
By paying his tax bill before December 21st, Mr. Anderson is doing his part to help the county, its cities, and the school boards to continue to function properly. Property taxes are each entity's main source of revenue. The county manager is also doing himself a favor by paying early.
And we're hoping that the tax benefit of that and just getting it out of the way will be appealing, because once it's done, and it's off your agenda.
As a reminder, the deadline for the City of Atlanta residents to pay the tax bill is Sunday, December 31st. The deadline for Fulton County residents is Monday, January 15th. Even though Mr. Anderson paid his bill in person, paying online is also an option by logging on to fultoncountytaxes.org. And still to come, residents share their thoughts on the proposed 2018 budget. It's a part of our district by district coverage next. Fulton residents get a glance at the 2018 proposed budget by their commissioner, and seniors celebrate one of the most popular senior centers in the county. Here's this week's district by district coverage. The final District 5 town hall meetings of the year are now underway. Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr. is hosting his district dialogues community forums in December, and they're all about the budget. Residents got a chance to hear about the county's proposed spending plan for 2018.
We're here tonight at the Wolf Creek Library for our annual budget hearing. We're seeking the public's input on how they want their Fulton County tax dollars spent. We want to hear, we look forward to receiving feedback and opinions to make sure that the budget is in line with the priorities of the citizens and the constituents that we serve.
I was concerned about the services, and that's what government is supposed to be about, service. And it seems to be a rather ambitious budget, and services will be improved, etc. So that was pleasing to me.
The budget totals $965 million, including $667 million for the general fund. The plan was designed to reflect the county's commitment to its strategic priority objectives. And finally, District 6 Commissioner Emma Darnell celebrates the anniversary of the Harriet G. Darnell Senior Multipurpose Facility. Members past and present enjoyed an afternoon of fellowship as they reminisced of the good times at the center.
Everything at Darnell is wonderful. I attend classes here doing pottery, and I attend most of the functions that they have, and it's always fantastic.
This is the first one that I have attended, and I am enjoying myself very much. Everything is so nice. Merry Christmas, everybody.
The Harriet G. Darnell Center is named after the longtime senior advocate who was also the mother of Commissioner Emma Darnell.
We are very, very happy and pleased to have an opportunity to come together with the Harriet G. Darnell Senior Facility on its 19th anniversary. It's especially a wonderful time for us because so many of the friends in the community are here with us who started with us 19 years ago. We want to take this opportunity to say a season's greetings to them and all of their families, and we look forward to coming together again early next year to do what we have to do to ensure that our children live in freedom.
The center is one of the busiest senior facilities in the county, with a number of program and event offerings year-round. Now you can catch more of your commissioners at work all this week with the rebroadcast of the Board of Commissioners meeting right here on FGTV. And still to come, preventing epidemics and pandemics by simply washing your hands. Details are next. This month, around the globe, attention is focused on the AIDS epidemic. Now, observances kicked off with World AIDS Day on December 1st, but the conversations are ongoing year-round. FGTV's Priscilla Ortega takes a look at how Fulton County is trying to fight this crisis.
Because Fulton County holds the dubious distinction of having one of the highest rates of HIV and AIDS in the state, health officials went all out for World AIDS Day 2017.
Fulton County happens to be #1 for HIV, #1 for syphilis as well. But our focus today is to provide free HIV testing in our communities that have been highly impacted by HIV.
On both ends of the county, Fulton staffers offered free tests. At Greenbrier Mall in Southwest Fulton, the county's mobile testing van set up shop. And at the Board of Health's main office, teams shared important information.
In this World AIDS Day in particular, want to celebrate the fact that unlike those who've gone on before, who died from AIDS, no one has to die from AIDS anymore. That we have treatment for those with HIV such that if you're HIV positive, you get on treatment, you can live a normal lifespan. You can not ever worry about infecting someone else if you get on the right regimen.
According to the 2016 statistics from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, an estimated 36.7 million people worldwide are living with HIV/AIDS, with 1.2 million of those diagnosed living in the United States. An additional alarming statistic cited by the CDC is that 1 out of 8 persons in this country are unaware they have contracted HIV. That one fact alone has health professionals urging people to know their status.
And so the important take-home message that I want to leave with the community is that we would like to promote healthy living. And so it's so important to not only know your status, but know the status of those people that you're in relationship with.
Though there was heightened awareness on World AIDS Day, Fulton's health team wants their residents to know that they offer these services every day during the work week. You can contact the Board of Health's office to get information on STD screenings and special services. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Priscilla Ortega.
Thank you very much, Priscilla. A national push is also underway to get people to just simply wash their hands. Fulton's health professionals say this simple practice is very effective in fighting infection and disease. National Handwashing Week is observed every December. Doctors say hand washing is especially essential to good health during the flu season.
It's a very inexpensive, safe way to prevent disease. It's not an antibiotic that can cause resistance, have side effects. It's just washing your hands. And if we all did it, we could save so many people from illness and save our health system a lot of money.
Health officials say 80% of communicable diseases are transmitted by touch. So Dr. Nazari gives some important advice on when you should wash your hands.
Here are the guidelines for hand washing. Wash your hands before, during, and after preparing food, before eating food, before and after caring for someone who's sick, before and after treating a cut or a wound, after using the toilet, of course, after changing diapers or cleaning up a child who's used the toilet, after blowing your nose, coughing, or sneezing, after touching an animal, animal feed, or animal waste, after handling pet food or pet treats, and definitely after touching garbage.
The CDC has actually produced a video to show people the proper way to wash hands. You can share it with your family at this website. North Fulton seniors get social with their exercise.
Bend at the knee, push up, 2, 3.
This group of seniors participating in the TheraBand exercise class at the Dorothy C. Benson Senior Multi-Purpose Complex. Held twice a week, the TheraBand exercise class includes basic stretching, flexibility, and balance exercises to improve or maintain functional ability. It also offers the opportunity to socialize.
So many older adults sit into a chair and they never come out, and they might have depression or physical issues. So the idea of group exercise really encourages them to make great choices with their life.
The band class is one where you can get the resistance that you need for strengthening the muscles without dropping a heavy weight on your toe. And you can take it on vacation with you because you can fold it up, put it in your suitcase, and you've got your resistance from wherever you are.
TheraBand class ends this week but will return on a bi-weekly basis starting in January. To learn more about this class and all of the other health and fitness classes offered at the Benson Center, you can log on to bensoncenter.org. And still to come, children and adults embrace the holiday spirit. We'll show you how when Fulton Today continues. Well, as you can see, most of the Fulton County holidays are in the full holiday spirit, and that includes the libraries. The South Fulton Library kicked off the month by hosting a children's holiday party. Whether it was singing the holiday classics, making their own ornaments, or decorating some tasty cookies, the youngsters were having a great time.
I think it's fun because I like Christmas and stuff. It was good, and I like the ugly sweaters.
From a winter wonderland story time to a children's holiday scavenger hunt, this children's holiday party is just one of the many holiday-themed events the Atlanta Fulton Public Library System has planned for the holiday season.
I like that Fulton County provides such a great library systems. We check out DVDs, a lot of books, and there's always fun activities for the kids after school and on the weekends. It's great.
To see a complete list, you can log on to afpls.org/events. This children's holiday party is just one of the many holiday-themed events the Atlanta Fulton Public Library System has planned for the holiday season. To see a complete list, you can log on to afpls.org/events. And finally, Santa and Mrs. Claus spread some holiday cheer. College Park residents gathered in front of the city's auditorium for its Light Up the City event. It's an annual event where the community is invited to watch city officials turn the Christmas lights on for their city.
We're having the children out to kick off the holiday season, and it's all about the children and the fellowship that we get in College Park. And this is a generational thing that's been going on for years and years and years, and it's just so refreshing to see people come together right after Thanksgiving and enjoy the season being out and coming for us. And it's all about families and friends and children.
Citizens heard holiday classics performed by the Main Street Academy and members of the African American Philharmonic Orchestra. Santa and Mrs. Claus flew in on their sleigh for some photo ops and offered a special message for all the children.
We want them to have their dreams to come true.
Yes, and to have a good, safe New Year.
That's right, a very happy, safe, and peaceful holiday season.
Some of the little kids, all they know is Santa, and the fire department, we were able to transport Santa to the event. And as you saw earlier, we let him off right there and right on the sidewalk, and all the kids came running into him or whatever. That's what it's all about, just seeing the look in their eyes and the hope that they have for the season.
This year marks the 23rd year for the Light Up the City event. As always, it was free and open to the public. And before we go, our reminder that FGTV wants to connect with you online. Be sure to follow FGTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for up-to-date Fulton County news. And you can watch a replay of this show and other FGTV programs anytime on our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis Rucker. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.